Today I will be predicting what is inside each and every present in Madden Ultimate Team right now. These presents open up in a few days. I have a good idea of what's inside all of them. A lot of them are really obvious, but then some of them are really confusing. So I'm going to give my guesses in this video, go over each and every present that's come out in Release 1 and Release 2. So let's get into it. I've got 132 presents on my account right now, and I have almost every present in the game. I don't have some of these. So I'm going to get started with like the small, medium, and large presents. And for each of these, I'm just going to say like what overall they're going to be and like what card it's going to be. I don't know. You'll get the gist. The small presents, let me see how many of these I have. I have 28 of these, and I think these are going to be either 81 plus overalls or 82 plus overalls. I think last year was an 81 plus or an 80 plus. It was one of the two. And I think they're going to do the same thing this year. And then for medium presents, which I have 13 of, I think these are going to be 85 overalls or better. And for small, medium, and large, these are going to be like any promo player in the game. So you can pull any card out of here. But I think mediums are 85 plus, and then I think large presents are going to be 87 plus overalls. And once again, any promo. And then extra large presents, I actually have 5 of these myself, and I think these will be 90 plus overalls. These quick sell for 3,600 snow, so I'm hoping that, you know, they're pretty good. I do expect them to be pretty good because they are kind of rare because you can only get a certain amount of extra large presents. Okay, now moving on to the promo presents. So these are presents such as like the Frozen Fright presents, the Shattered Ice presents. I have 13 Frozen Fright presents myself, and these are going to be 82 plus most feared players. I would honestly recommend quick selling these presents because even if you hit like the 90 overall most feared card, that's still not very good. But a majority of these are going to be 82 overalls, so I would recommend selling them. I'm not going to sell mine because I want as many presents as possible to open up on Christmas Day, but that's just me. And now for Shattered Ice presents, these are going to be 85 plus breakouts players. So they quick sell for 630 snow, which is much better than the Frozen Fright presents, but still, I don't think these are going to be very good, even if you hit the highest overall possible. Next, we have the Overdrive present. I have some of these. Where are they at? Yeah, I've got 8 of these, and I think these are going to be 88 plus Blitz players because they quick sell for a fair amount of snow. And Overdrive, Blitz Overdrive, it's a Blitz player. I predict 88 plus Blitz. And then for the Turkey presents, I've got 5 of these. I think they're going to be 86 plus Autumn Classic players. That one seems kind of obvious to me. They quick sell for 1100 snow, so that kind of gives you an idea. And then next we've got the Coach's Treasured present. This one's interesting to me. I've got 5 of these. They quick sell for the same amount as the Turkey present. So if the Turkey presents are 86 pluses, I think the Coach's Treasured presents are also going to be 86 pluses. Of the Autumn Classic promo, but you have a chance to pull the 92 All Madden cards in here because this is like the All Madden promo colors. So that's kind of what I'm getting from Coach's Treasured, but it's interesting because All Madden doesn't have lower overalls. Like there are only 92s and 93s in the All Madden promo, so I think these are just going to give you, if you get the lower overall, it's going to be an Autumn Classic player. That's my prediction. And then the re-gifting present is going to be a Redux player, and I'm predicting an 87 plus Redux player. And I think at the time these open, I think up to 91 overalls are going to be out in Reduxes. Like I don't think 92 overall Reduxes are going to be out by the time these open. So you're going to get between an 87 and a 91 Redux player in this re-gifting present. And then the Weekend Warrior present, I actually don't have any of these on my account, but these quick sell for 3,600 snow as well. So I think they're going to be a 90 plus Legends player in the Weekend Warrior Legends release over the weekend. So that one's pretty obvious. And then the Hobbyist present, I actually do have a few of these. The Hobbyist present, these are going to be 90 plus Collector Series players, just based off the colors on there. And then the Mary Green present, is right here. I've got one of these. This is going to be a 90 plus team of the week. It also sells for 3,600 snow. So all of those that quick sell for that much are going to be 90 plus overalls, or at least they should be. And then this one right next to it, I've got four of these Icy Architect presents, and these are going to be 90 plus team builders, I believe. They quick sell for a little bit more, not much, but a little bit more. But I still think they're going to be 90 plus overalls. But I think they quick sell for more because, you know, there's a chance we could pull the 95s out of here. But yeah, that does it for all of the promo presents. So now we can move on to the player presents, and these are where it gets really interesting. I will show the presents on screen now. Like the first release of presents we got were these. These were the original ones. So the first pick of Mutmus, 2018 Express, you know, Black and Gold, Giants Wonderland, all of these presents were with the first drop of presents that we got. And so the first pick of Mutmus, I actually have one of these on my account. This is almost undoubtedly Caleb Williams. I don't really see where else they could go with that. But if it's not Caleb Williams, then I've got no clue. That should be Caleb Williams. And that present is a champion present, which means it will be a 93 overall Caleb Williams that comes out of there. And then the 2018 Express, another champion present, 93 overall. I am predicting that one to be Saquon Barkley because of the Penn State colors. A lot of people have been saying it's going to be Leighton Vander Esch, but I just don't see that happening. I think it's going to be Saquon Barkley. He doesn't have an Insade card in this game yet, so I think they're going to do that, and they're trying to throw people off with the Cowboys colors. And then for Abominable Beast, I actually have one of these on my account as well. This is a hero present, so this is going to be a 90 overall, and my prediction for this one is a Quentin Nelson out of position card. I think they might give him like a fullback or running back card, so that would be really cool to see. If they don't go fullback or running back, I think they would go like defensive line, something like that. And then Black and Gold, this one's a big one. This is the present I'm most excited for. I'm most excited to open on Christmas Day. And this one is a limited present, which means it's a 94 overall. And my prediction for this one might be a little bit of Saints bias, but I'm going to guess Drew Brees is going to come out of this present. We don't have a Drew Brees card yet in this game, and EA has his rights. Black and Gold, this would be a perfect time to get Drew Brees a card. If this does end up being a 94 overall Drew Brees, I'm actually going to... You will not hear me shut up about it. If I actually get this one right, that would be just awesome. Next, we've got Brocking Around the Tree. This is also a hero present, which is a 90 overall, and I think I've got one of them. Yeah, I have one of these on my account. I think it's going to be a defensive end Brock Bowers. I could also see a safety or a linebacker Brock Bowers, but it's going to be some sort of out of position Brock Bowers. That one is pretty obvious. And then Dashing Lion is another champion present, so 93 overall. And my guess for that one is Jamison Williams, because we know it's a lion, Dashing Lion. JMO's really fast, so that's my guess. This next one is really weird. Douglas Fur Rancher. I really have no idea who this could be. I've seen some people guess like Peyton Manning or like some sort of out of position Peyton Manning, but I'm going to go with a linebacker, Jonathan Taylor, kind of out of left field, but it's Colts colors, and that's really all I'm basing that off of, because I don't know what Douglas Fur Rancher means, and I haven't seen like a consensus prediction on that. And then for Elite Tinzel, this is going to be a 90 overall out of position Laramie Tunzel. That's my prediction for that. I could see fullback or running back, something like that. Maybe a wide receiver. They always give us a wide receiver offensive lineman each year, so that would be kind of fun. Oh, and then this next one's a good one. I have two of these on my account. The Frosty Punch, that's going to be a 93 overall Charles Tillman. Peanut Punch, it's Bears colors. It can't be anyone else. The Frozen Yeti present, I've got one of these in my collection as well, and that's very obviously a 94 overall Travis Kelce. I don't think there's any debate on that. And then this next one is really interesting. It's another limited present, Giants Wonderland. My prediction for this is Jackson Dart, but I could also see them going with like Lawrence Taylor. But my official prediction is going to be Jackson Dart. And then we've also got Jingle Sled Chase. I think this one's going to be a cornerback, Jamar Chase. I don't really see where else they could go with this one. It's going to be a 90 overall, and Jamar Chase already has a 91 wide receiver card, so they're not going to give him a receiver card. I think all of the 90s are going to be out of position. I think that's what they did last year. I might be mistaken, but that one is a Jamar Chase card. And then next up, we've got the Jolly Comet, Miami Dolphins colors. It's a 94 overall. It's a limited present. I do have one of these on my account as well. And for this one, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. He doesn't have a really good card yet in the game, and Comet is could mean, really fast. I think it's either going to be him or Devon Achane. Between the two, I'm probably going to go with Tyreek Hill, because there also won't be many chances to give him cards because he's out for the season. So Tyreek Hill will be the Jolly Comet. And last but not least, we've got the North Pole Protector. And my prediction for this one is an out-of-position Will Campbell. I don't really have any reason for it, but, protector, offensive lineman, North Pole, they're in the North, and the colors kind of look like New England Patriots colors. So that's my reasoning there. And that is it for the first drop of Zero Chill presents. Now moving on to the Ghost presents that came out with drop 3 of Zero Chill. All of these new presents came into the game, and I've got some predictions for these. So we're going to start off with the 4 limited presents here. Falcon's right-hand elf is so obviously a right-handed Michael Vick. They're not even trying to hide it. We got this card last year in Madden, and it was the best quarterback in the game by far. So we're going to get another right-handed Michael Vick. Prepare yourself for that. And then this next one, 2K all the way. That's going to be a CJ 2K, Chris Johnson, 94 overall. It's Tennessee Titans colors. It can't be anyone else. And then the next limited present is Mossy and Bright. I actually have one of these. I pulled it yesterday or the day before. I think it's going to be a corner Randy Moss. And it might not be out of position, but it's going to be Randy Moss. I mean, that one's really obvious too. I feel like all the limiteds are fairly obvious. That's what that one will be. And then Lockdown Warlock is going to be Darrelle Revis. It's New York Jets colors, and Lockdown Warlock, Darrelle Revis. He doesn't have a card yet in the game, so I could definitely see him getting that one. But then I could also see this being like an Eagle, maybe a Cooper DeJean or a Quinyon Mitchell, someone like that. But I think Darrelle Revis deserves that one. He doesn't have a good card yet. Now moving on to the champion presents, we've got the Gingerbread Tight End. It's Lions colors, and I've been seeing a lot of people predict Sam Laporta on this one, but I'm not buying it. I'm going to say that this is an out-of-position Aiden Hutchinson. It's kind of a wild guess, but last year, Aiden Hutchinson was the gingerbread defensive end, and I feel like they might kind of throw us a curveball and say that Hutchinson is now the gingerbread tight end. I don't know if they would do that. I don't think they would. It's probably going to be Laporta, but if I'm right about that, and that it's Aiden Hutchinson, that would be really awesome. Next, we've got the Star of Dion present. This is really weird because it's going to be a 93 overall, but we already have a 93 overall Deion Sanders. So yes, this could be a wide receiver Deion, but we have the corner Deion that can still play receiver. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. I think it's going to be a wide receiver Deion Sanders, but I don't really see the point. We already have a Deion that can play receiver, but they always give him a receiver card at this point in the year, so I'm okay with that. For the Gingerbread Defender, I'm going to go with Chase Young on this one. It's Commander's colors. I think they'll just give him like a throwback Chase Young card. Von Miller is also possible. I could see that happening. I think it's going to be one of the two, either Chase Young or Von Miller, and that will be a 93 overall as well. If it is a Chase Young, that'd be awesome for my Saints theme team. And the final champion present is Deck the Raiders. And my prediction for this one is a Bo Jackson, probably a safety card, if I had to guess. But he might be able to play running back as well. That'd be really cool if they let us do that. They've been bringing a lot of legends back into the game this year, and I think this would be a perfect time to drop a Bo Jackson card. I don't know who else this could be. It could be Max Crosby or something, but my prediction is a Bo Jackson. Okay, now all the remaining presents are going to be hero presents, which means 90 overalls. And starting us off is the Ice Pass King. It's Titans colors. This is Derrick Henry quarterback, and it's not a debate. This is maybe the most obvious one on here, at least among the hero presents. Because next we've got the Snowball Kicker. And I could see this one being Jason Sanders, but like a quarterback Jason Sanders. Because it's Dolphins colors, it says kicker on it. That's really my only reasoning. I think it'll be a quarterback Jason Sanders. Milk and Cookies, this one. This one's really funny because EA could go one of two routes here. They could go the normal route and give Vince Wilfork a card, an out-of-position card. Or they can go with Keon Coleman, out-of-position card, because, you know, the whole Cookies situation. Based on the color of the present, I think it's going to be a Patriot, and I think it's going to be Vince Wilfork, out of position. But EA has a chance to do something very funny with that present, so I'm gonna predict Vince Wilfork, but if it is Keon Coleman, that would be hilarious. Freezing Flash, I didn't really have a good guess for. I'm just gonna predict that it's gonna be a Justin Jefferson defensive back. That would be a fun card to get. And then Holiday Swag, it's Seahawks colors. It's going to be a Seahawk. I think this one's going to be Ernest Jones. I don't know if he'll be out of position or not, though. They could make him like a tight end or something. Ernest Jones doesn't have a good card yet in the game, and he's been balling out in real life. So I think he deserves some sort of card. So, Ernest Jones, I'm giving you your flowers. And then last but not least, we've got the Winter Guardian. I've got two of these on my account, and I think this one's going to be a quarterback, Jonathan Ogden. It's Ravens colors, and Guardian makes me think offensive lineman, and Jonathan Ogden always gets a quarterback card at some point in the game. So that's my guess for that, and that's all the presents. So I've gone over every present and what I think is inside each present. Let me know what you think. If you disagree with any of my takes on my predictions here, I think this is going to be a really fun drop of like these present cards. I've got 132 presents. I'm ready to open all of these on Christmas morning. I'm excited. I'm gonna have a pack opening up Christmas Day, opening all of these presents, and hopefully I can get more by then. But yeah, it's gonna be absolutely insane, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, let me know how many limited presents you have on your account. I've personally got 5 in my collection right now, but I want to know how many you guys have. But thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.